welcome to the co-hosted conversation with Robin Johnson and I, where Robin and I are going to talk about women investing in women and why it is important for women to invest in women. Robin.
It is so great to be here, and how exciting to kick off this inaugural podcast Zoomcast with the wonderful sister Juanita. And Cass and I go back a long ways, and I know that she goes back even farther with our wonderful guest, and it's just great to be here.
Thank you, Robin.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It is truly my honor and an unblemished pleasure to have Reverend Sister Juanita as our first guest. When I think about women investing in women, I'm always surprised how we only give the attention to people who are either business women or people who have accomplished financial results. But I wanted this, and Robin and I agreed the best way to kick this off is to take a woman who has dedicated her life to lifting up women for more than 35 years. And here is Sister Juanita, who invested in me and my classmates when we were 16 and 17, while she was in her 20s. And here we are 35 years later, still friends, still in each other's lives. Sister Juanita, welcome, and thank you for giving us the honor of your presence today, all the way from Bangalore, India.
Kasthuri, I'm so honored. In fact, I can't believe that you have given me this joy and pleasure of being with you and, expressing my feelings, my emotions at this, the conversation that we have. All that I want to say is my journey actually began, I should say, when I was very young. Ours is a big family of 10 siblings. And my parents, we were from a very poor family, but there was lot of love, care, sharing, giving. I think I learned a lot, and I'm the 8th in the family, and my elder sisters and brothers, they are the ones who invested everything on their younger siblings. So I have learned things the hard way. I've seen the difficulties my elder sisters and brothers had gone through to keep us happy, and what we have become today. Partly I owe to them too, my siblings and my parents. After I became a nun, of course, I need to thank my God for giving me this large heart. Honestly, I always believe God has blessed me with this gift, the biggest gift, I should say, to empathize with people, but in particular with youngsters. And that, I think that the talent or the gift that I had when I was, as you know, from when I was young. So I could make myself one with youngsters all the time. Even now, though I'm 68, 69, running 69, still I feel when I'm with youngsters like you, I still feel young. And I go with them, I don't feel that I'm old. I think I remain young at heart all the time. And
that was part of the joy about you, right, sister? You embraced all of us girls like we were yours. We were all away from home. I was one of the students, but you always had a heart big enough for all of us. So what made you want to dedicate your life to young girls and help young girls grow up to be strong women?
Kasthuri, actually it was, I knew when you come, it's a transition period for young girls, okay? They are neither children nor adults, mature adults, but they think they are mature when they come to college. And they commit grave mistakes, in fact, especially when it comes to relationships. And so what happens is, for me, I know what it is to I don't know what it is to fall in love. And, when the students, because they have come and shared with me so much of that, I think I've gone through that experience like that. And so when these children come and share with me, and you won't believe it, there were times, I don't know whether you remember, I used to sit up till 1 o'clock in the night, 2 o'clock in the night. Literally, I had to push the girls out. They used to come and share with me everything that was very personal, what they would go through. But I went along with them. I never said that falling in love is wrong, the relationships are wrong, or anything like that. But if I could help them in their own way, making them understand where they stand, where they need to take a stand. So I was able to go through that journey along with them. And I know number of students I was able to help out because of that, because they felt comfortable with me. And they still feel comfortable, and they still keep in touch. And so it's a joy to be a part of everybody's family. And they almost take me as a member of their family, many of them. And so I enjoy being that, Kasthuri.
It's beautiful. You and I have something in common. I am also the youngest of 8 siblings. So I'm the youngest. There's no one after me. But we're both we're both number 8.
I have one younger sister and one younger brother.
Wonderful.
So,
and so
yeah.
I love your story that you learned a lot and you were cared for by your siblings. And what were some of and I totally agree with that as well, that my older siblings helped raise me and nurture me along with my parents.
Yeah.
But what were some of the things that you got from being nurtured by your older siblings that you could then pass along to these girls, or lessons that you learned?
Robin, what I really got it from my siblings is the compassion and generosity. They were very generous. They never counted the cost in giving it to us, or giving to the siblings, the younger siblings, and making them what they want to become. So all of us we have reached a stage in society, and I do believe it is because of the care, concern, and a lot of attention that they showered on each one of us. And I carry on, Robin, the kindness and the empathy. I carry on, and giving it to my students and whoever comes across my path. It doesn't only have to be students. The poor people, lots of them come across my path. They come to us. My heart goes out to them. And so I should say that is what they have passed on to me, the greatest gift. And then to be generous. Whatever I have, I share with everybody. May it be my time, my energy, my talent, and also in kind and cash. If I have even that, I do give. Yes.
So beautifully said, sister. And I have been one of the beneficiaries of all of that love and kindness and generosity. I will always remember the big sign you printed and posted on your door. And Robin, you're going to get a good laugh out of this. And it says, all my visitors bring me happiness, some by coming and others by going. And I always think to myself, please, Lord, let me be one of those people who are not on the by going list. Right? So you had such a subtle way of making us girls think about being the right person we were supposed to be.
Yeah, correct.
Right?
Correct.
Still today, you keep in touch with us. We are part of a WhatsApp group. What allows you to be a different kind of nun. When I tell people the two most impactful people in my life, they were both nuns. My sixth grade teacher from Sri Lanka, from Holy Family Convent, Sister Julia, and my university, actually my high school, it was PUC, right? My high school warden, the nun who ran the girls' hostel. They're both nuns, and I'm a Hindu. And people say, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, don't be sorry. This was truly the two most joyful experiences for me. What allows you to be that kind, generous person who stays in touch with us 35, 40 years later?
Kasthuri, once you have touched the heart of people, and I think it is mutual. It is not only one-sided. It is it's both the sides. You know, the other person also loves to keep in touch. So as then it becomes that, you know, hundreds of them want to keep in touch. I would love to continue, you know, have, you know, long conversations with each one of them on day-to-day permit. Secondly, also, I don't want to get too much involved with people, but if they need me, I'm always there. You know, my policy, I'm just a phone call away. If you need me anytime, I'm like your mother, sister, mentor, guide, whatever you want me to be. But I'm there for you. But I always give them that feeling that I'm there for you. You can call me anytime. I'm available. So when they are happy, when everything is going okay with them, I just really don't want to, you know, be a nuisance. So I would prefer when they need me, I'm there. I never say I'm busy. Never say busy. Yes.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
And I like to tell you this joke as well. I like to tell you this joke as well. I always say I'm like a general compartment in the train. You know, in the train in India, we have a general compartment where people can get in anytime and get out anytime. So, you know, they just have to buy a ticket and there is no reservation over there, no reservation. So I tell them my heart is like, you know, like the general train, that compartment. People can come in anytime, it's open. And no hard feeling when they go down, you know, they walk out, no hard feeling. So anytime they can walk out. So I believe in being that way. Robin.
Beautiful. I was going to ask, what were some of the challenges that you have faced over the years in helping girls, working with girls or young women? Some of the external challenges, and then some of the internal challenges that you've faced in across the years, and have those.
Yeah. True. Robin, actually, external challenges are, there are times I'm not really succeeded in bringing the children back to the right path. You see, I have seen some of the children taking drugs, alcohol, and I tried my best, you know, to bring them around what they are doing. They are ruining their lives, trying to make them understand, but they were too young, I guess, and they must have thought, after all, this is a religious nun. She has to speak to us about God and tell us all these things. So some of them, I know they ruined their lives, and they, in fact, lost their lives too, because they continued it in their, you know, that bad habit, whatever. So that was one regret that I have, or the challenge I had to face, that I was not able to help some of the girls much, and I regret. But other than that, internal challenges as such, that pain is always there that I was, because I know one student of mine, she died in an accident because she was drunk. And so, those kind of pain will never go. So otherwise, I think the children are, these girls are more or less, they have, some of them have learned through the hard way because they have gone through those ups and downs in life. And some of them have approached when they were going through difficult times. Some of them, they must have felt bad, to approach me. I do understand. But quite a few of them, and know through all those ups and downs, they have still come out of it, and they are they have made their life beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, they still have beautiful families.
That's wonderful.
So though some of them don't have happy marriages, but they are still stick on. So that is one thing is nice. I feel good about them. They are able to go through a hard life. Yes. And I believe that they would have learned all that in Mount Carmel. Yeah, in being with us.
And that is such a refreshing share, Sister Juanita. So what I am sitting here listening to you and thinking is, you have selflessly touched so many lives. And I know from my own experience, when I touch the lives of others, my life also changes. Every time I love somebody and somebody loves me in turn, we leave a piece of us with them and we take a piece of them with us, right? So we have so many pieces collected, so much of us left with other people. And you have grown from being responsible for young girls in a girls' hostel to actually running a girls' college. How are you seeing your own transformation? And how have being with the girls and lifting them up and investing in them has allowed you to grow and rise up too?
Kasthuri, actually, I believed in listening to people because, as Mother Teresa says, the world is the greatest ailment or the disease in the present world is where people are lonely. Okay, there is nobody to listen to. So in the course of time, I feel I've become a good listener. And my heart is expanded to feel I can accommodate more and more people. I can sympathize, I can empathize with people. I can understand what they are going through. As I said, that has made me grow. That is not that what when I was 28, 29, when I was with you all, what I am now, I can make out a difference. That time I was also like a kid, like you all, young and inexperienced. So now I am much more mature. Now I know exactly what the students go through, much more than that time, 35 years ago. So I feel that I'm really personally grown. Spiritually, I have grown because I take every trouble, every pain that people experience. After listening to them, I take it to my prayer. I take it to Jesus and I tell him, Lord, you have suffered so much and all these are your children. So I said, you can touch them. I can't do much, but you can. So I take everyone.
You're muted, sister.
Technology.
I know. Technology is one of those things.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I was where I lost track.
You were talking about how you take your troubles to you pray.
Yeah. I take my trouble to prayer, and I know many of my prayers are answered, and I know it is a response because I've taken all these too. to my prayer. And the Lord has done a marvelous job in people's lives, that I know. Because where I cannot reach, God can reach. Jesus can reach them. So that confidence I have in me, and that my connect that I have with Jesus, and I think that too helps a lot to reach to people. So, and that's why maybe because I have that, the love also that I have grown now, I can feel it. I can feel within me, that the ocean of love that I have within me, that is because of, I feel because of my connect with my God. He has poured that love for my people. Yes, yes. Robin.
Beautiful. Just real quickly, because I believe that Cass is going to wrap things up pretty quick, but is there one highlight or one highlight that you can think of that you want to share with us, or maybe one tip that you want to share with us?
About in what way the highlight you are talking about, Robin?
Maybe an experience that you had with someone that was like extra special.
With the students, you mean? With the students, you mean? Yeah, I still remember. This is it was Valentine's Day. Valentine's, during that time, Kasthuri, if you remember, students all used to go out. They love to go with their boyfriends, but we used to be very careful in the hostel not to allow them to go out, because they used to drink and have drugs, and we do not know what they would do to the girls. So we used to be very careful not to. And so we used to go around to every room, in the night. And it so happened that I visited all the girls, and the were there. So I locked the main door and I went to sleep. A day saying that some girls were in the pub, they're bragging about you, and they were able to escape from the hostel, and they were going, they were having fun in the night. And all
You're
that.
breaking up, sister. You're breaking up.
Principal asked me, and I said, no, what is that? I used to, now hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, we can hear you.
I don't know. Yeah. Then I remember what I did was, I came to know I used to give my key to the girls to lock the main door. Sometimes when the girls other days when the girls used to come back late, and these have taken the imprint and they've taken a duplicate, and they have opened the door, and they've gone in the night, and they've told the friends to lock from inside, because when I came in the morning to open the door, it was locked from inside. So later on, we came to know, these are the girls, and we tracked the girls also, who were the ones who had gone out. So did this happen? But it so happened it was the end of the academic year, so we didn't have to dismiss anyone. So, but this is what they did. So the girls were mischievous.
That's true. That's true. I had very mischievous rooms.
I still love them, because through all their mischief.
Yes. Thank you so much,
so
sister.
It was nice. Fruit tree, the jackfruit, and I could get the smell of the jack. Yeah. So beautiful they were. So
yes, thank you
not
so
that
much,
our students were, it is enjoyable being with them. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing these stories.
Thank you, Kasthuri. God bless.
It has been such a pleasure. No, before we close, if you had one piece of advice to young girls about how they can invest in themselves and how older girls, older women like Robin and I can invest in girls, what would that one advice be?
Just keep your heart open and listen to people, because everybody has a story to tell. Kasthuri, everyone has a story, their own stories. Don't make a judgment about anybody. Don't pass judgments. First, listen to everyone, because we have a tendency to pass judgments, where how people act, how they dress, why they, behave the way they behave, because each one has gone through a hard life. If we do not know what they have gone through, so only if you can listen to people, listen to their stories, and not pass judgment on them. That would be the most beautiful things to do for any one of us. We can invest in people, invest in others, definitely.
And that is such a universal advice. That is such a universal act of goodwill. Robin, as we bring this to a close, what closing thoughts do you want to share with our audience?
Well, it's a thrill to launch this Zoomcast podcast, Women Investing in Women. And what a thrill to have Sister Juanita as our first guest, showing this example of lifelong service of love and generosity. And we're so thrilled with all the stories and the example that you shared with us. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Robin. It's such an honor to co-host with you and Sister Juanita. It is truly, truly an honor to have you as our first guest. My heart is filled. My heart is full of joy today, and I cannot wait for our girls to watch this and listen to this and celebrate you, celebrate our relationship. And this is the month of honoring women and women's history. So it is the appropriate way to honor and, give respect to a woman who has dedicated her whole life to us girls. And you truly continue to be that female role model and a mentor to us. The fact that not all of us are Christian and that you're a nun, none of that really matters, because you truly do listen. And you're always there when we need you. And you're always open to sitting down and talking and having a good laugh. And I personally cannot wait to see you again in person.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Kasthuri. Thank you for inviting me over. I enjoyed this time of togetherness and sharing. And I would be really happy again, anytime, anything more that I would like to give a part of me, share with other people. I'll be too glad. God bless.
Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you,
Robin, God bless you too.
Thank you. God bless you too.
Yeah.
And as we bring this to a close, we would love to remind our audience, take a moment to invest in girls in your life. Because when you invest in girls, they grow up to be women who can pass it forward. And remember, every human interaction is an opportunity for our transformation. And every girl and woman's life we touch, we too are transformed.